we've lost contact with North America's 4th Air Force and their 8th Infantry Regiment. Are there any survivors from the 3rd Infantry Division and the 11th Regiment? Please respond. They're engaged in battle with the enemy's 18th Mechanized Battalion. They're requesting reinforcements. The 2nd and 4th Armored Divisions are in retreat. More than half of both divisions are reported to be dead or injured.
How long must we wait in the shadows? Why won't they launch the Fighting Thunders?
Emergency contact from the Army. Immediately carry out an attack by Fighting Thunder, assist the North American Army, and completely destroy targeted weapons of destruction. Those are their orders.
Fighting Thunder. Why even bother with that name? Hey, Raiden! Did you hear that? It's a little late, but hurry and make your way to the battleground. I'll transfer each of you the info. Too much blood has already been shed, but we'll do what we can to stem the flow. A while, but finally we received the attack order. We must reduce damage as much as possible. Good luck.
I'm forwarding you the information. Please confirm before beginning the mission. Do you hear me, Raiden? We're still surveying the enemies, so please head straight to the scene.
There doesn't appear to be many enemies coming to the suburbs, but you can't be negligent. Remember, shoot them before they shoot you. Max Steel. You're aware of it, but it's the first time to witness contamination of this level with these kinds of massive weapons. To be honest, I don't know what will happen, so be careful.
I'm sending you the information on the enemy. No contaminations from surface weapons have been confirmed in the area. This will be aerial combat, so please active search. The 18th Mechanized Infantry are engaged in blocking the advancement of the enemy ships into metropolitan areas. It is unclear how long they can maintain the front line, so please hurry to the area. The speed of enemy destruction is perfect. Neither the plane nor the pilot has been damaged from the conflict. We will be entering the metropolitan area very soon. The enemies in that area are being marked up by the 2nd and 4th Panzer Divisions. Please quickly pass through and aim for the target point.
Hold on. This is too much for the defense corps to handle on their own. Descend and pursue the destruction of the target.
Captain, is that really necessary? The citizens have all been evacuated, and most of the enemy weapons have been destroyed.
That may be so, but I'm sure the retreating people can do what they're talking about. It won't hurt to help out.
I'm getting a response by radar. Numerous enemies crossed the defense lines and invaded metropolitan area.
You heard it. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to respond appropriately on site.
as some enemies on the ground have survived, I'm requesting help from the 2nd and 3rd Army Divisions. Enemy aircraft is flying between skyscrapers. Please be careful.
Be careful, you said. Do you have any better advice for me?
I believe it's the captain's role to give advice. Don't you have any advice for me?
Make sure you don't hit the building.
Enemy flight battleships are approaching. Good luck. There are vessels leaving from ships. Watch closely. Check that the enemy had suspended action following.
I can't believe that something so huge is being attacked. But I gotta say that the mission was well accomplished.
Excellent job. I will check the measuring instruments, so please stand by at cruising speed.
Well, I'd like to relax over a coffee now, but it seems that's not possible. What's the report at your end?
We have received contact from the Middle East range. It appears to be a high crystal response within the vicinity of latitude 18 degrees north and longitude 42 degrees east. It seems to have the same energy response as the previous observation.
In other words, there's been another annoying contamination. Unfortunately, you'll have to refuse the invitation to tonight's party.
There's a town around the oasis inhabitants where it appears that there has been much weapons response and some considerably subdued.
Their attacks seem perfectly efficient. Maybe there's some sort of unified strategy. I can't remember.
There are no SOS calls. Was everyone able to evacuate?
All I know is that I have permission to attack them without hesitation.
Why are you always doing this? Is that because you're military man?
Well, I'm not sure myself. What do you think, Sharia? Or military?
You're so mean. Your destruction rate is pretty low. Captain, you weren't very efficient out there. I'm sure there's no problem with the plane. Raid the valley and proceed without going over the cliff. Why have you chosen to raid them as if they're here?
I won't jump to conclusions yet, but I sense that those crystals have advanced intelligence.
No way! Even if they had any, it could only be simple behavioral patterns like that of instinct.
And rely on the words of scholars. Let's just be cautious for now. through.
Bellwether will head later. Exercise caution because I can't. Entry into the ruins, where Raiden seems to have been shelled, so brace yourself. The data analysis from Raiden is complete. What? What are these numbers?
Hurry up and report.
There's crystal reaction from the cave, but no contamination has been detected from other than the cave.
So it's a cave surrounded by crystals. Some kind of promising cave for the future. Man, give me a break.
But to have contamination in the cave?
I guess the cave's being itchy.
High energy response. It's deep inside.
Well, we'll have to ask it to come out and play.
The enemy is transforming and the energy level is increasing. Please be extra. Exit out into the sky. Please make a vertical ascent and evacuate at once.
Excavating crystals. I think we can assume now that they have intelligence. We'll join you after inspecting the cave, so stand by. It took some time, but we will be heading to the Wind's shipping port. Plans have changed slightly. Well, think of it as a duty.
Sorry, Raiden, I need you to go off on your own and head towards the sea while patrolling the Earth here. Sorry, Captain, but why are we heading towards the Windsport when Bellwether doesn't really need any repair?
That question exceeds your rank. But I'm not good at keeping secrets, so I'll tell you. I'm doing this to check on a hypothesis I had when I was retrieving crystals from the cave.
A hypothesis, sir?
Let's hope I'm not right. Anyways, we'll get a little break if nothing happens.
Okay, let's head there quickly. Enemies arrive the moment we get there. If you hear me, Raiden, immediately destroy all the enemies up front. Captain, a transmission from the council.
Tell them I've gone off to get a coffee. You can handle them, right?
You're making me wait for a long time. Isn't the captain around? I wanted to find out about the unplanned reason to stop by Wind's port. Oh well. Tell him to report to me later, alright?
Gosh, can't even have a nice relaxing cup of coffee.
I guess it's not easy being forces have been confirmed on the sea. Please mop up the enemy. Your vital meter is decreasing. Almost done, so please stay focused on the enemy.
Continue on to the northwest and head towards Michelle Defense Base, right? He'll be wise shortly.
Captain, an emergency call from Michelle Defense Base. Huge fleet of contaminated weapons has appeared.
Hoping that my prediction will be wrong. This saves time. Oh well. Hurry over there.
Seems like you missed quite a lot of enemies. I know you're tired from all the fighting, but please hurry ahead to Michelle Pit. Captain, did you predict beforehand that there would be an attack?
I guess I called it. After all, we did send half of the retrieved crystals to Michelle Fort.
Are you saying that the enemy's fingertips back? How could that be possible? They don't have the intelligence of humans or even animals.
And advanced thought patterns exist within crystals as hard as diamonds. So cool. But look where they came at. I've had enough experience out in battles to know that coincidences don't just happen. That those privileges, counsel, and weapons, you will find it hard to believe.
I'm not so sure you should make statements like that. I'll just make sure it stays unofficial.
Thanks. Oh, you can make an official complaint to them that the quality of the coffee in this ship is unacceptable.
Response has been detected in the water. It's coming from below. Exercise caution. Its arms are opening out. I can't believe this is happening. The enemy is transforming into a walking truck.
Sure did change forms often. Well, anyways, glad we won. Sorry, but we've got to head straight to the LHC facility in France. It's the only place that currently has the means to destroy crystals. This ship will be heading towards the LHC facility now. The mission hasn't been approved by the council, so we need to stay low-key on our way there. Every member, focus on accomplishing the mission.
We will take a conspicuous path along the coast and clear the side of the lake. Raiden, I need you to go ahead and mop up the contaminated weapons that we need. You'll be approaching a big waterfall pouring down from the cliff soon. Make sure to blend into the water and the sand above the cliff.
Hopefully we can reach the LHC without any...
Bad news. I'm receiving a transmission from Weapons Division.
This is Lieutenant Campbell of the Weapons Development Division. We've received word that your ship is storing and transporting an enormous amount of crystals. Is that true?
That's an odd rumor. Did you hear that at a woman's tea party or something?
Is that true?
We certainly do have crystals, but they are dangerous. So we destroy them after bringing them to an LHC facility and inspecting them. So in that sense, you can interpret that we do not have crystals.
The Weapons Development Division will judge whether they will be inspected or need to be destroyed. Please return them immediately.
My advice is that if you want to order them, it would be better to contact me after running down the ground.
Transmission is in color. Continue to waste on ground.
Then I guess you should tell him that I've got a stomachache and am sleeping.
The enemy destruction speed is great. Please keep up the good work. We are arriving at the LHC facility very soon. Seems strange. There's a contaminated weapon that spawns on the radar, and the LHC facility is
What? What happened to the people inside the facility?
I have an SOS call from the LHC. It appears that the people have evacuated inside a central facility.
Don't waste a moment. Bellwether will respond to the enemy fleet in the sky. Ryder, go knock out the enemy at the LHC facility and go toward the central facility.
I'm getting multiple responses on my radar. Too many of them for me to handle.
Open fire and focus the shelling on the north side. Until then, Campbell will increase the number of barrels next time.
And I'll bound to make my chair more comfortable.
Raiden. Sorry, but a new force is in the sky and we'll need your help.
You've let too many enemies escape. I know it's a tough mission, but please hang in there. Now help us up in the sky. Enemy formation approaching. So how long are they gonna keep?
It's totally an endurance game, but we can't lose.
A high energy response is approaching quickly towards the periphery of the LHC facility.
Are you saying that they pulled us away from the central facility? Damn it! Leave this enemy group to us. You hurry to the central facility, right?
Raiden and a massive contaminated weapon are going to come in contact, close to the LHC central facility. The side parts are separated and falling. Captain, the enemy has invaded into the LHC facility.
Right. Pursue it and destroy it by any necessary means.
Somehow we were able to protect everyone. Mission accomplished. Great job. Problem has arisen in the second storage room. Captain,
What? That's where the crystals were stored.
a surveillance plane is in a force sortie. We can't do it. The wall will not close.
The timing is too good to be coincidental. For the enemy attack on the destination and the looting of the crystals.
The surveillance plane that stole crystals just now is heading towards the northeastern sea.
The objective is unclear, but recovery is top priority, so hurry and pursue it. Nothing will come by carrying away the crystals. It must have been planned once they penetrated the bellwether and carried them away, right?
A transmission from an unregistered identification group. Captain, how should I proceed?
Cut into the VCD military. It may not be up to date. Why don't you connect to them?
I am honored that the Trump part of mankind has chased us this far. This is Valbarossa Hawk. You've heard of him.
The itch? The pirate Barbarossa was the one who stole the crystal.
I heard that attacking the army was a hobby of yours, but I never knew you were Are you having trouble making up with it?
An incompetent bastard who can't even take care of contaminated weapons is gonna treat me like a thief? Just remember that I'm getting back to hell.
Oh. Get money for those crystals.
Way too much information. You sound pretty innocent, but I guess I shouldn't underestimate you. I'm in a contract and can't say much, so let's just put it this way. The more disputes, the more.
You're in Boston. You've been attacking the army for the last few years, but now you're looting crystals?
I don't know. I don't understand what a pirate would be thinking. Here's this something.
Weapons Development Division.
It appears that the crystals have been taken by someone. This is an inexcusable mistake, Captain.
You have sharp ears as usual. We're doing all we can to recover them. They're hard to regain, considering seeming to believe that could
Safe. There's no way that can be allowed. Those are valuable. Well, more importantly, Bellwether's mission is not to play tag with bandits. We should leave the recovery mission to other squads to prepare for battle with contaminated weapons.
Unfortunately, we don't turn the other cheek. So don't listen to the rumors, Captain, and please return to your important research task.
The people doing the desk work are so carefree. They'll win battle.
You've done a lot to crush a ship. Very childish of you, fighting thunder on a pirate.
We public officials are gentle on citizens, but it's the VCD's policy to be tough on those who fail to pay their taxes.
I'm also nice to citizens, but hate soldiers. I'm seriously on that now. BH wouldn't be famous if it ended with this.
It is being bombed, is that alright? Raiden will be in danger too if you overlook pirates.
Alright, we're ready. Be it the cherished treasure of mankind or whatever. You come at me, and you're my enemy. Sorry, but we're going to destroy you.
It's like the strength of an army. The army won't be able to move with you.
This isn't the time to be moved. Not the contaminated weapons. We'll also have to be seriously engaged. I'm sure you understand. Don't be careless, Ryan.
Seems that I underestimated your strength. But I still have a secret. When I turn her on. What? I can't control the weapon. Why is it being contaminated by the crystals?
A high energy crystal. It's a response from your enemy patch. Stolen crystals are mutating into a contaminated state. The crystals are absorbing the power of the patch. The potential to circle high-power weapons is high. Exercise caution. Enemy formation has changed. The energy level is increasing.
Sorry, but it's not over. There's still something else coming up. The moment I heard that obnoxious name, shit.
The enemy battleship and JP weapons have been completely...
You know, I would like to talk to you about various things. So can you come to our ship, Sir Valderos?
You'll abide by the proper etiquette if you're going to invite me.
What? You're a lady, Barbarossa?
A facility that was supposed to be closed by the weapons development division.
Look, I've told you many times that I was only hired and don't know the details. But I did do my research on this plan because stuff like that is important.
But I can't believe that it's a weapons development facility that was supposed to be shut down.
There's no time for thinking. It seems they're ready for battle.
Your response to the enemies is wonderful. This performance is remarkable, given that the enemy has state-of-the-art weaponry. An incoming transmission from inside the enemy facility.
What is it? There are no contaminated weapons around this area.
Why are you here, Lieutenant?
What are you doing in a facility that should have been torn down? Different from the official record, isn't it?
It was necessary to avoid the eyes of the aliens in the council. They're a bunch of imbeciles who don't understand the importance of the crystal energy institution.
I see. So you are breaking the Montevideo Agreement, right?
That agreement is ridiculous. The weapons division has actually already been successful. What do you think provides the energy for fighting Thunder and Bellwether?
That's an intriguing.
We need to give our knowledge to the Council for the Future of Mankind. SHIFT is an organization formed by scientists with a similar needs. You guys on the front lines know well what it would be like if Raiden weren't here during the battle with the crystals, right?
It would have been tough for sure. The pirate ship hired by the captain has also been contaminated. Crystals aren't something we can. They're too dangerous.
I thought that the armies would be more useful if you're being crashed as I imagined.
there's something you want to say to the captain.
Stupid colonists who don't understand the righteousness of shit!
Are you letting the enemies flee? Kindness leads to defeat on the battlefield.
There are many things which can facilitate this kind to store and transport machinery and weapons. To escape from there.
Raiden, can you hear me? I'll send you the escape route from within the facility. It's just that the analysis is outdated, so please ascertain the on-site route in accordance with the situation. Everything that Lieutenant Campbell had said can be wrong, so it's probably...
Yes. Let's prioritize the performance of duty now, rather than being trusted.
Raiden is currently entering the underground hardware transfer tracking facility.
You should be able to leave if you advance that way. Continue calmly.
Escaping from the cargo route. We have the opportunity, so we might as well use the capabilities of the latest weapons we developed.
Be careful, Ryan. Lieutenant Campbell does have first-tier ability as a scientist.
It appears that he has a gigantic core. These exercises First, third plane? This is tough. The number has increased.
It appears that the number has increased, but you need to calm down.
All the weapons have been destroyed. It was definitely hard.
This is an internal squabble, and I'd like to make it the last one at that.
What will happen to Captain Campbell?
That's something for the council to judge. Let's just focus on the battle that awaits us.
We will head toward the Strange Space Center after passing through the coast.
Go ahead, Ryder. But watch out for contaminated weapons.
You seem to have safely entered the forest.
I know that it's a secret mission. Can you tell me the target already? I'm just not used to carrying out a mission without knowing the partners.
All right. I told you that we were able to retrieve a lot of information from the ship facility that you guys destroyed, right? Well, it seems that any information stored on an individual crystal gets collectively shared by all the other crystals.
Is that really possible?
I've heard that even among terrestrial life forms, if an individual learns a new way to hunt, the same method of hunting was suddenly acquired by other individuals all around the world. This might be like the collective unconscious that Young talked about.
hard for me to understand the flow of things. So can you explain it more and make it clear?
Simply said, the information that comes into contact with crystals is being leaked to all the contaminated weapons.
I see. So they're making it as unclear as possible as well.
That's correct.
Remember, the crystals will share any information among each other, so you can't let them escape. You've got to do better.
Alright. Can you possibly tell us the reason for aiming for the X-Bang space shuttle?
Well, I'm sorry about this sudden topic, but you'll have to go to outer space.
I see. Excuse me, what did you just say?
I will officially relay the council mission. Both Bellwether and Fighting Thunder will head toward the planet where the crystals exist and destroy the source of the crystals flying into the Earth. That's it.
Are we heading toward it? Look at that utterly reckless strategy.
Don't worry. Bellwether and Raiden were both created to be active in outer space. You learned that during the training, right?
That's not the problem. The sudden mission?
This is the official mission to us from the Council, right?
Yes. I'm sorry, Max, about asking you to do this reckless mission. It is the kind of lousy mission we despise.
That's all right. We are soldiers. You tell us to go somewhere, and whether it is the end of the universe or otherwise, we will accomplish the mission.
Thanks, Max.
We are approaching the acceleration limit momentarily. Please hurry back to Bellwether, Raiden. There's no time. Hurry, Raiden. Break away. In 3, 2, 1. You were able to distract them in such a fast. That was just really incredible. I'm calculating the coordinates. since it was a breakaway to avoid the enemy attack, you seem far from the battle.
What can we do? Head toward the destination point while watching out for the cosmic garbage?
Why do they need weapons in this area?
The equipment for removing the cosmic garbage appears to have been contaminated by the crystals. Before we could realize it, contamination had spread outside.
I realize that it's really tough with the contaminated weapons, but there's not much time until the warp device will be activated. Please hurry toward the destination.
Is the warp device the Alcubierre drive that was successfully experimented with like around 3 years ago, right? Creates space-time foam based on the contraction and extension of space.
The device will be used on the enemy planet. Hurry up, we can't be late.
Numerous contamination responses have been detected among the debris of the colony. We are leaving from the colony and will be arriving at the destination shortly. The contaminated weapons respawn from 9 o'clock. Wait, that's way too big.
I know this one. It's Angle, the space debris retrieval colony. This is contaminated.
You can't tell, but it appears we haven't crossed it yet.
Stand firm to the end, Ryan. Got it?
It's silent. The contamination response has disappeared. Or is destroyed.
Gosh. We can say we are fortunate in that they have been destroyed before they would attack the Earth.
Raiden and Bellwether are heading for the destination point.
We will somehow be able to make it according to schedule. I will do something else.
It's developed. Bellwether has returned to cruising speed. Raiden fighters have been deployed.
So it begins. If we lose this battle, we lose all of VCD's main force. Even if that were not the case, all the crystals lie dormant on Earth simultaneously.
We'll begin a descent onto the mother planet. Numerous contaminated weapons confirmed in satellite data. Proceed with caution.
Wait. However, there's no time to wait. We must wipe out any enemy forces that obscure our path as we descend. What an advanced civilization. But could it be that it's the planet itself that is contaminated? This must mean that what we had thought was their mother planet was in fact an already contaminated planet.
Is this the future of Earth? This lifeless planet?
We're here to prevent that from happening. Destroy the enemy and
Yes, sir. Wait, what is this? There's something odd. It appears to be a planet which runs sustained by fire. The atmosphere seems to consist almost completely of carbon dioxide with some nitrogen.
Do you really think this is the appropriate time for a science class?
My apologies, but I feel as if I've seen this atmospheric composition ratio somewhere. Captain, I'm reading an ultra-high energy signal deep beneath the surface. It's a light angry wave coming across the planet. There's a high probability that this is
There must be a path. Extend the range of our radar and search the surface for leaking energy.
understood. In the area ahead, there's a position of energy leaking from underground. I will deploy all Raiden fighters to that location.
Well done. You hear that, Raiden? Looks like we'll have to head underground and destroy the building. Set course to the objective point immediately.
Raiden has made a successful incursion.
Alright. The rest of the Raiden fighters in the bellwether report from the air. It will be disadvantageous to fight separately. Gather around the bellwether and lend each other support.
CO2 at 95.32%, N2 at 2.7%, argon at 1.6%, oxygen at 0.1%.
Surya, focus on the battle right now. You can investigate the atmospheric composition of 110.
Yes, I'm sorry. But I've combinations in there. A chance of the end of the universe. With Earth's fate hanging in the balance, the enemy destruction rate is dangerously low. Please rouse yourself to action.
Are they in?
Affirmative. Raiden has reached the gate.
Remember, folks, we're here to fight, not to get ourselves killed.
Well, it's one thing when civilization is progressive, but all these machines are progressive. Personally, I need to leave the ocean.
Remember now, Captain. CO2 at 95.32%, N2 at 2.7%, argon at 1.6%, oxygen at 0.13%. It's Mars! This atmospheric composition is exactly the same as Mars!
The same as Mars. Is that so? Although I don't see exactly how that is important.
There is water on Earth and none on Mars. That is said to be the reason why there's only life on Earth, but there was water underneath Mars' surface. Why then is there no life?
Who knows? I'm not a scientist, so I haven't got a clue.
What if there was first water and then
If for some reason life disappeared, water disappeared and the oxygen disappeared from the atmosphere, are you saying that was caused by the crystals?
I thought it was odd when you first introduced it. Regardless of the contamination caused by the crystals, in order to destroy all life form on the planet would take 2 lines in life.
I see. So what you're suggesting is that the crystals buried on Earth were not meant to contaminate the planet, but were buried to change the atmosphere itself. So you mean it cannot change the planet itself?
But what would be the crystal's motive for doing that? You mean to say they aren't trying to take Earth?
What an impressive response to the first time battle in outer space. The battle worthy of an ace captain. have been thinking about this all wrong.
Ashirian, when you analyze the ingredients of the crystals around Raiden,
I'll try. The crystals here are made mostly out of hydrogen and oxygen. In other words, they're closely intertwined.
so what's being made here is different than the contaminating crystals after all.
If water is present, then more than half of the CO2 remains dissolved into the air. There is a chance that the same thing that happened in the early stages of Earth create the ocean.
So, after turning the entire planet into an uninhabitable planet like Mars, we will transform it back into a planet where life can live.
Seriously? So the crystals are trying to reset the planet?
Looks like this is more than a simple matter of a space invasion by an extraterrestrial life.
Do we wind of beings who act on a scale like this? These are beings who control planets.
That doesn't mean you can just give up. Stop. I've already planned my schedule for my vacation.
You're right. It's not good to analyze things more than it's necessary. We're military. All we require to do is do our best to keep our mission.
Well, that's a whole new direction to take things. A far outcry from our scientific civilization.
Are they the same civilization or a different civilization of crystals? Although I'm not entirely sure about the concept of civilization.
Captain, the magnetic field surrounding Raiden is turning into something like a storm.
Right. Hear us? Spawn. What's going on?
We've lost communication. However, vitals still remain, so it is likely that what exactly are the
Consider cheaters, like them being able to call revenge upon mankind.
Not exactly ready to stop eating, drinking, and being married anytime soon. There's
corresponding energy signals have all stopped. All enemies who had been engaged with Raiden fighters have stopped moving.
Could it be that they really managed to succeed? Breathtaking.
Incoming transmission from Raiden. Mission complete. Returning to base.
All I can say is, well done. They really pulled it off. How much longer will it take until the critical launch of the Alcubierre drive?
Operations are being hurried, but including the link with the ship's control system, the calculations are approximately 6 hours and 15 minutes. Then, from critical activation to transitioning to warp, it will take approximately 9 hours and 30 minutes.
That's still quite a bit of time. Well, there's no use in rushing things, but I'm worried that we haven't received a reply from Earth.
It's a transmission using the simplified Alcubierre drive, so we don't know for certain whether they've been received yet. It's still been 2 days since our system has been operational, so there's no point in panicking. Why not drink coffee and relax a little?
Of course you're right, but it's hard to relax at a time like this. We've destroyed the crystal at its source. I can't seem to shake my sense of worry.
Yeah, I'm of the same opinion. I heard the report from the Raiden fighter, but considering its strength to contaminate the entire planet, I feel there's something off about its lack of resistance.
The two of you worry way too much. I'm already busy planning my vacation. Critical launch of the Alcubierre drive. Destination, Earth. There will be shock resistance, so pay caution.
I hope these are just imaginary fears, but I feel as if we've missed something crucial. Where are we? This doesn't seem to be the correct destination.
I agree. We should be near Earth, but what is this planet? According to the images, I'm guessing we're near Mars? This is a simplified Alcubierre drive we're dealing with, so there may be some slight discrepancies.
Well, there's no point in worrying over the reason. Hurry and confirm our correct location. If we're near Mars, I'd like to contact the VCD.
Wow. This is my first time to see Mars live, but it looks similar to the photographs. Although it is bigger than I thought.
Of course it's bigger if you see it up close. Anyway, putting that aside, that's odd.
What's the matter?
I've confirmed the location, but according to our instruments, we have, in fact, arrived at our correct destination. Perhaps our instruments were damaged while we're going through warp. I'll try recalculating them.
Yes, hurry please.
Hey, Captain. I'm not that well versed when it comes to space, so I'd appreciate it if you indulged me. But is Mars's moon round as well?
Moon? I guess you could call Phobos and Deimos moons, but unlike Earth's moons, they aren't round.
Then what is that moon right there behind Mars called? To me, it looks round.
What are you saying?
Captain, I've checked over and over, but our location indicates we are near Earth. Regardless of how many times I check, my results tell me that we are right in front of Earth.
No. Then the planet we're seeing now isn't Mars, but Earth? These red